Today I want to speak about a prayer point about impossible. So if we look at the scriptures, Luke and John and those kind of scriptures, when Jesus looked at the disciples and he said to them, it is impossible with man, but it is possible with God. So if you propose a business idea to people and it's one of those wow things, and then they tell you like that is an impossible dream, that is impossible to reach, and if people hear that there's something about to happen that is greater than what they know, they always feel like it is impossible, right? And with this said, they basically limit you. They limit what you are capable of doing. And if you have God inside of you, you cannot be limited. If you have faith inside of you, you cannot be limited. Right? So what they're doing is they limit the God inside of you. And therefore, Jesus said, this is impossible with man, yes, but it is possible with God. So those big dreams that you have, those generational breaking dreams that you have, it is possible, but with God, that's the catch. With God, it is possible. It also says a controversial scripture. I think it's in Hebrews, that Hebrews 11 verse 6. It basically says that without faith, it is impossible to please God. So the only thing that is impossible with God in the sentence is if you do not have faith, because faith moves God's limits. Faith reaches to higher heights in God's limits. Faith breaks the limitations between man and God. And therefore, if you have faith, you are able to do exceedingly and abundantly, because that is the work of God. He does exceedingly and abundantly, far beyond what a man can think or imagine. So if you have God on your side, you are basically having faith, because remember, this is a God that you cannot see, because this is something that drives you. God is a driven God. Like, he pushes you out of things, he breaks barriers, which means this faith seed inside of you, it sparks, it ignites when you start. Therefore, I want to say to you today, prayer point is, when people tell you, why, when people speak about you, why her? Why must it be him? Isn't he the one that did this? Isn't she that girl? Isn't she the one that fell pregnant at 13? Isn't he the one that used to hit his wife? You know, they start limiting you by the things you've done wrong in your past. They start limiting you by the reputation that you have on this earth. They start limiting what you can do. No, it cannot be her. She's too old. No, it cannot be him. He's too young. You know, they feel that it is impossible. So now I'm telling you today, step into being the fool. Step into being their fool, because God will reveal himself within you and make them the fool. Step into that judgment shoes that they have given you, so that you can walk this thing out in faith and turn that judgment shoes into a faith shoe. Change the journey along the way, because the reputation is there. There's nothing we can do about the reputation, but what we can do right now is step into that reputation and evolve into the greater outcome. You know, if you stay there and you choose to take another journey, that reputation is still there. You cannot leave something incompleted. You need to step into the shoes of, no, he can't make it, no, she can't make it, and walk this thing out. The longer you walk, the longer that reputation dies. The longer you walk, the more they see, but can God do something with that man and turn him into another man? Can God take a Saul and turn him into a Paul? How does this God do that? You start breaking the limitations that they have placed upon you. But you see, if you start changing who you are because you want to please man, you're going to stop doing impossible works for God. You're going to lose yourself trying to be someone that the world is fine with, that the world sees, oh, it's possible because she is now rich. No, you need to walk this thing out. No, it's possible because she married a guy that just took her reputation away. No, you need to walk this thing out. You need to step into the shoes. It's fine if they call me crazy. I'm going to show you a crazy person can make things impossible become possible. It's fine if I fell pregnant at 13. There's nothing I can do about it right now. It's done. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to come out on the greater side. It is not fine that you were pregnant, but it is fine if you change your mind into something greater that's in front of you. It is fine if you used to beat your wife, but you are now a changed man because you're walking in faith. You can now go and speak to men that is still addicted to the habit of hitting their wives. You can walk this thing out. You've been there once. You felt the anger. You had to release it. So now you can release men who are still in that position. You can change this thing if you walk it in faith. You can change and break limitations if you walk it out in faith, because faith pleases God. And if you please God with your faith, He makes everything that is impossible possible for you. Today I want to speak about